Welcome to Section 18.3, Part 1. This is the 187th session of the CISSP exam prep series. In this session, we'll work through the choices that shape a rapid, orderly recovery. How does insurance fit into your recovery strategy? How do you decide what to restore first? How do crisis management and emergency communications keep order? What is workgroup recovery really aiming for? And what is a cold site, the first of your alternate processing options? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because the plan has to work when the experts are not yet in the room. Picture a healthcare billing company whose office floods overnight. The first employee to arrive at dawn should be able to start recovery from a clear playbook, not wait hours for the recovery team to assemble. Everything in this session exists to make that early, organised start possible. So how does insurance fit into your recovery strategy? It cushions the financial blow, but only if you buy the right coverage. The trap is settling for actual cash value, which pays out the depreciated market value of your damaged property, often far below what replacement really costs. Insist on a replacement cost clause, or your organisation pays the gap out of pocket. Many providers now offer cybersecurity liability policies covering breaches of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Read the fine print before disaster, not after, so you know exactly what you are actually protected against. How do you decide what to restore first? You rank your business units and functions by priority, so the most critical come back first. Your business impact analysis is the perfect input here, because it already identifies which units are vital to the mission and puts a cost on failure. Watch one subtle point. Critical functions do not always live inside your most critical units, so your final list is a superset of both. And often the smartest move is partial. Restore your top unit to half capacity, then bring lower units online, reaching a minimum operating level across the whole organisation before chasing full recovery. How do crisis management and emergency communications keep order? When disaster hits, panic sets in, and panic is the enemy of a good plan. The antidote is continuous training, so the people most likely to spot trouble, like guards and technical staff, act on reflex. Even calling emergency services can slip a panicked mind, so you train for it. Communication is the other half. Internally, employees need to know whether to come in or report elsewhere. Externally, if you go silent, the public assumes the worst. So route all media questions to public relations. And remember, the very disaster may have knocked out your normal communication channels. What is workgroup recovery really aiming for? It keeps the real goal in view, which is getting teams back to doing their actual work, not just powering systems back on. It is easy to treat recovery as a pure technology exercise and forget the people. Sometimes the best move is separate recovery facilities for different work groups. If a sister site already does similar work, you might temporarily relocate a team there and let them coordinate electronically until they can return home. This approach also helps larger organizations that could never find one facility big enough to house the entire operation at once. What is a cold site? The first of your alternate options. A cold site is bare standby space, big enough for your operations, with working power and environmental systems, but nothing else. No computers, no software, no active broadband links, maybe a few phone lines. Its appeal is cost, because there is almost nothing to maintain while it sits idle. But the drawback is brutal. Bringing it live means hauling in and configuring every server, restoring data from backups, and lighting up communications, a process often measured in weeks. That lag can create a false sense of security and makes a cold site the hardest option to test. It is cheap insurance that buys you slow recovery. So let's bring it together. Insurance softens the financial hit, but only replacement cost coverage truly protects you. You prioritize units and functions using your business impact analysis, and partial restoration often beats waiting for full recovery. Crisis management fights panic with training, and communications keep both staff and the public informed. Workgroup recovery keeps the focus on people getting back to work, and the cold site is your cheapest alternate facility at the price of the slowest recovery. Decide all of this before the storm, not during it. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.